hope you are too. Are you? I'm sure you are. All right. This live webinar is the module number 3 of Biohack Sleep series, where we talk about the 7th step of biohacking your sleep playbook on how you achieve extraordinary energy through having the best sleep possible. All right. So without further ado, let me switch not to this screen, but to the slide. Okay. So hopefully you can see this. We're going to talk about how you can truly switch off for faster sleep. If you have trouble staying up, you just can't fall asleep, this module is for you. We're going to talk about how the plays on how you can do this. What would you uncover today? A number of things. Key reasons of why you can't fall asleep. Knowing the reason is going to help you come up with a strategy to help you clear your mind for fast sleep. We're going to also making sure that you take actions with the information that I share with you today in this particular playbook. So why can't we fall asleep? So many reasons. Your mind often are preoccupied with all kinds of things. There's a lot of stress as entrepreneurs, as leaders and founders you face today. It could be people issues, cash flow issues, marketing issues, product development issues, all kinds of things. What happened today? You know, all these things, problems happen today. Where do you need to be tomorrow? Right? Maybe you've got a flight, you've got a meeting, you need to do a big presentation, all kinds of things. Tomorrow, where do you need to be? What if something happened? What if that happened? Your mind's racing. There's constant amount of things going on in your head, and sometimes it's about wishing or regret, right? We've all been there. Sometimes we did something we didn't want to do, or we say something we didn't want to say, and you might wish otherwise. And these things affect us. And what's making it worse is, of course, the news. Viruses, war, politics gets in your head. And that's going to create a lot of consequences for you, right? You could be lacking interest, motivation, energy because of all this stress in your head. Feeling irritable, angry, that undermines your relationships with your family, with your colleagues, with your workers. Feeling overwhelmed, losing a sense of patience, and then yelling at children. I've done that. I regret it. And, the spouse. These are all things that are consequences of all this stress. All these things going ahead. And ultimately it affects your sleep. All these emotions going around your head. And that's a quick reason why you can't fall asleep. In last module, we talk about the light and darkness and circadian rhythm, reason for you can't fall asleep, but this is more a mental thing that we're tackling today. So what are some strategies for effectively clearing your mind of all these things so that you can get to bed early? And there's 2 options that I recommend as the first: free, no cost, low risk, and highly effective way to clear your mind so you can finally get some restful sleep. And this is not like taking some magical pill, right? Because those things can knock you out, but doesn't give you good sleep. Ultimately, you have to address the issue at its core. 2 options. Journaling. I'm not talking about, dear diary, today I met a boy or met a girl. And then, I'm not talking about that type of journaling, about writing your fascinations or your dream. I'm talking about serious executive coaching stuff. And this is a special type of journaling that I will introduce to you today. It's called mindful journaling. We'll give you the step-by-step options to do that. And another option that we're going to look at is an actual biohack. It's a physical manipulation of your stress response to calm your nervous system, your fight or flight system, and enhance your relaxation, your rest and digest and sleep system, your vagus system. That will help you gain instant relaxation. And there's a few videos I'm going to share with you that's accessible, and I'll put this in the sharing folder for you. Okay. Now, journaling. Why does it work? We want to get you to write things down when journaling. And when you write, you can't write as fast as you think. So writing automatically slows down your thoughts to something a bit more manageable. Writing to a single prompt declutters your thought and put it in a structure for managing the thought. So it's structured rather than being bombarded with random things, jumping left, jumping right, like a monkey, just making a whole mess in your head. When you're writing to a specific prompt, it structures your thought in a manageable way so that you can control it. Okay, this is about control. Control your mind. Clearing things from your head means you don't need to entertain it in your mind, and that again helps you rest, right? Clears your mind, and you have this in your notes, so you don't have to carry it, right? That's a relief of the mind. So what do? The step-by-step guide. All right, here's what you need: pen and paper. Don't use electronics, please. I know you think it's efficiency. This is the opposite of what you would do, right? You want relaxation, not efficiency. You need to relax harder to work harder the next day. You're preparing for sleep, pen and paper, please. No electronics, right? Do it next to some kind of, because you're preparing for sleep, next to red light, candle light. Do not have bright lights. Okay, I've mentioned that in module 1. Set a timer, 2 minutes, writing time. That's why I suggest as a starting point. And you are going to keep your pen on paper and continue to write without thinking whether you're doing it right or wrong. I want you to really just dump your thought on the paper. Now, when you run out of things to write to the prompt, you can literally write this. AH or UH, ... I run out of things to write. I don't know what to write. Just literally translate everything in your mind onto paper. Do not take your pen off until the timer stops. Okay, here's some prompts that I suggest you write about, depending, and pick one. Just pick one. There's no right or wrong. Some prompts. I'm worried about. If you're worried about something, just start writing. I'm worried about my business. I'm worried about the cost being really, really high. My outsourcing partners charging me an arm and a leg for providing really, really poor service. Blah, 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 blah. Just keep on writing. 2 minutes. Okay? You can say, I'm concerned with. If you're concerned with something, my plan for tomorrow, whatever your plan, write it down. What's bugging you? I'm excited. Something exciting can also prevent you from going to bed. Write it down. Okay, dump it out of your mind. Just write. These are suggested prompts. You can create your own prompt. Once you know what that is, how this works, have a go, pick one of this. Just start writing it down. Write for 2 minutes. You're going to then look back at what you've written. And then you're going to physically put that aside. And you're going to shut the lights and you're going to go to bed. Okay, that's how journaling works. It works. We use journaling for a lot of the executive planning days, where we take a team of C-level executives and founders, we take them off-site. This is how we can create clarity for them for their strategy. But in this case, we're using this to help you clear your mind, create clarity for yourself on what needs to clear out of your mind and dump onto paper so you can rest. Okay, journaling is really, really powerful. The other thing is, I want to talk about instant relaxation strategies, right? This is a physical strategy to really just trigger that relaxation, the rest response. And you want to do this about an hour before your bed, right? Before going to bed, do this just before rest, and you can go and brush your teeth and then just finally lay down to sleep. There's a bunch of exercises that I'll share with you. We'll put that on the sharing folder. And this is what I recommend you try first. First is the warrior loosening exercise. Now this exercise, I will show you the actual video, but I'll just do a very quick one. It's a little bit about taking breath. And we're going to take some relaxation breath, and then we're going to shake. And then it's about loosening your body And this is, science has found that when animals are stressed, they tense up. When you loosen and you shake deliberately, it's an automatic way of dispersing that built up tension, right? You see that when animal goes through a very traumatic event, like let's say a deer being chased by a lion and managed to escape, you will see them shaking afterward. And once they shake it out, it's just normal. They look like that nothing ever happened. It's an automatic response, and you can trigger that same response with a loosening type of exercise. You can go and do some research and look for type that you can find this in Qigong, in Chinese Kung Fu, in some of the traditional martial arts. Yoga is more stretching. They don't really shake. But Yoga Nidra is highly relaxing. And these are I've got a 5-minute protocol that I'll take my client through, and I'll share that with you for free. I suggest trying this because it's free, right? It's free, no cost, and it works very, very well. So try this first. The other thing is a heart coherent visualization. So this is a guided mental visualization exercise combined with breath work, where I guide you through step by step what you need to do to just trigger that relaxation response to really calm down the stress so that you can get to sleep and you can rest and go to bed very, very quickly. So those things that are my gift to you. I'm not going to talk to you about this specific, I'm not going to walk you through in this particular video. This is just mentioning that I have some free gift guided video for both the warrior loosening exercise and the heart coherent visualization. All right. That's available for you today to try. Now, the heart coherence is really about improving your heart rate variability. So if you're interested in the science behind that, go and look at heart rate variability and the stress response. You'll find a lot of information about that. It's very well researched. Another resource that you might want to dig a little bit further is Heart Math Institute. So heart, as in your heart, and math, as in mathematics, short for mathematics. Heart Math Institute, go and look at the research paper. There's a lot about why heart coherence is an important thing to develop, and that's beyond just heart rate variability. Okay, that's an important aspect to improve. Now, one option you can also try to really relax is Epsom salt bath. Now, Epsom salt is it's a form of magnesium, and magnesium is a very calming mineral. A lot of people have magnesium deficiencies, and this is where for people they'll find that very helpful. Just don't do that immediately before bed. When you have a hot bath, your body temperature actually rises, right? But for you to fall asleep, you actually need it to drop about 1 degree from your average. That's how you fall asleep. That's what happens physiologically. But when you have a hot bath, what happens is your body temperature rises. Then once it's over an hour, also it kind of drops below the baseline a little bit, and that helps sleep. That's exactly what you need. That drop in body temperature, it'll knock you out. You'll have the best sleep ever. So all 3 things I've shared with you, 2 from my own protocol that I'm sharing with you for free, you can download. And the third one is Epsom salt. You can go and buy in any chemist, pharmacist, like Walmart. They will have that. Like, it's very accessible, very, very easy to access. All 3, low risk, highly effective, and they work. I'm looking forward to hearing your experience about trying those things. And lastly, later on, and this is for those of you who are part of my tribe, you might want to work with me if you want more advanced strategies. There are other things that we can try to help you. And this is where everyone's a little different. You are a unique individual, and biohacking is about making it work for you. So some of you might think, hey, these things work well, but I want that next level. And you might want to go in and try acupressure mats. There are things that you can look into, weight blanket, weight eye mask. And these things are actually, again, reinforce that relaxation response. And there's a ton of other things, right? It's so many things we can try. And I don't want to, it's going to be impossible for me to fit this into the playbook. And that's not the intention of the playbook. The intention of the playbook is to let you know there are these plays about clearing your mind, and there's a lot of strategies that you can employ, and some of these work for you better than others, and this is something that you have to try. Another thing you might want to try, if you are a person who's generally very you have autoimmune issues, you have hay fever, or you have inflammation, some people when they try antihistamine, it helps them sleep. And generation 1 antihistamine can help you sleep. And this is something where if it gets a little bit serious, you might need to see your doctor about getting trying a generation 1 antihistamine. And these are the things that can work also for you to help you fall asleep fast. Now, these are things that all happens in layers. Okay? Sunlight, darkness will help you fall asleep fast as well. But when you layer these things about managing your mind, journaling, relaxation, Epsom bath salt, you can try all three if you want to. You can then work with a coach to try more advanced stuff. That is meant to work in synergy. It's not in isolation. This is what I mean about thinking of your body like a system, right? Your body might need to tune up the engine. You might need to swap out better oil, put in better petrol, upgrade the tire. So we're gonna upgrade, all the things one at a time, and then in conjunction, you get this awesome machinery that's gonna help you crush your goal. All right, let's talk a little bit about actions. What can we do? Your actions today. Talk to your community, right? Your chosen strategy. What do you want to try to prepare for sleep? And when would you commit it to getting done? Set a deadline for yourself, because this is how you get this accountability, right? For your community, for your tribe, for your family, your friends. That will help you get things done and implement this. And ask any questions. And if you've got any challenges, if you know where to reach me, you can reach out to me, or you can share in the community. All right, so that is all I've got for you today. Very short and sweet. Of course, check out my free video gift that I've sent for you about heart coherence, relaxation, and the warrior losing exercise. Those are things I generally reserve for my executive coaching client. I literally walk them through it, but I recorded a video so that you have access to that and you can try that for yourself. And I hope you find this super useful and have the best sleep ever. All right, I'll catch you